cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Case. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's, well, the start of the playoffs here with Heroic and Nemiga, the first game of the day. And as we're looking at things, so we're going to be experimenting a little bit, okay? Going to be changing things around as we go. We're running this through a clean feed, which means I have no control over the observing, which I'm sure will be top quality, but I will need to balance the audio and all that sort of stuff as we go along. So if you guys feel like the audio is a little bit too high, just type on in chat too high, and if it's too low, just say not too high, and we're perfect. My name is Mitch. Anyways, I'm going to be taking you through today's action. We're already starting it out here in Nemiga. I saw some utility. There it is with Box taking a smoke and a Molotov, and if you look over towards the Heroic side, you can see we've got Cadian in here. Obviously, Blame F recently departing the lineup, and that's going to be pretty shaky for Heroic. I would favor them in this matchup in general, but with that in mind, I'm not too sure how to swing with things. They have been quoted before as a team that practice every single day, in the words of Blame F. So, you know, they will hopefully be able to make Cadian accustomed to this lineup for the time being. At least Stown comes in with a beautiful double opening, but it's returned. Nemiga with Hutchie and J.O. finding those have got the bomb planted, and now they're able to just settle back, chill out, relax, but J.O.'s not relaxing. Coming out with the Glock headshot, and Lollipop's got the angle, catches Snappy by surprise, and it's all down to Cadian. No matter how comfortable he feels in this lineup, this is going to be one hell of a challenge. 1 versus 3, trying to take them all down. And it's just pretty much an insurmountable task at the moment. Just chilling out with the USP, waiting to catch some exits if he can. Finds one, no kit to play with, so it is just about kills, just about that extra $300, and making sure they've got to buy up armor in the next round. Alright, oh, that's a hell of a hard name to pronounce. Kizirium. Well, the USP silencers are doing the job then, right? Yeah, okay, let me switch things around a little bit. I'm going to higher up the game sound. Let's hope that... Oh, we got to wait. Maybe down a little bit. Okay. Around there? I think around there should be cool. Let me know how this one goes. Anyways, Deagle coming out from Snappy, doesn't find a kill. Lollipop takes him down right away. The AK, surprisingly the SMG was up towards the back. It was the AK leading the charge, but hell, it works. Borup catches one. That's Hutchie down. That's an MP5 I think he had with him. And they've got a little bit of potential. They've slowed it down. They've stopped the bomb plan from coming through, but that means Nemiga are going to focus on finding these kills. Molotov to flush him back and make sure Borup can't do anything about this this plant rather. But he's waiting for J.O. patiently. Doesn't catch the angle. That's unfortunate for poor old Borup. He's getting hit absolutely everywhere, but Robo and J.O. are lit down pretty heavily. And you can see how quickly J.O. was taken down by a scout. A pistol would have done it, though. One more kill would be nice for the CT side, but they did force up, and the round is starting to look unwinnable with 6 and 12 HP. Oh, the Deagle not quite hit by Borup, and Stown probably wants to save this scout. There's not many angles that are going to be favorable. Like, if he's down towards B, much better if they're coming towards him. But the fact is, like, you missed that shot. Where do you fall back to? That was the best possible angle, I suppose. Half of his body is concealed. Really, you want to have a head peek angle. I mean, obviously, just in general, but especially in that case, because Nemiga were rushing him with SMGs and he had 12 HP. Obviously, you're going to be just one tap to death. You nailed the name. Much better. All right, good stuff. Danny QQ. Blurry stream. Ooh. Don't think there's much we can do about that because it's coming through the clean feed. Yeah, I'm seeing it myself. Hopefully it settles down in just a little bit. It's the one disadvantage of doing it. And the upside is, obviously, we've got all the observing and stuff covered for us, so we get these beautiful angles. And it means I'm watching exactly what you're watching. Like, the observer is showing us what he wants us to see. There's not much to talk about in this round. The couple of pistols upgraded by Heroic won't really net them a whole lot. But for now, Nemiga are in a position where they can feel pretty comfortable with the 2-0. It should be 3. They don't want to lose more than one player here. Now, they have got 2 SMGs, so I'll revise that. I'll revisit how we're looking. So, 2 SMGs. They can potentially lose 2 players. Especially as in a round like this, more than likely Heroic are going to end up in a position where 1 or 2 players are not going to be going for the retake. They'll go for the save, not necessarily to carry the weapons forward, but to avoid giving the SMGs any more money. Or they group up and rush them down, and Hutchie could be in a bit of trouble there. Finds one, and S-Attack's got a USP, and obviously you need to land a couple of headshots to take Hutchie down. And if you're without armor and have a USP, it's going to be pretty hard to do that. I like the setup, though. Snappy's just trying to bait them out so that they hunt him down. Maybe don't check close right and give S-Attack the jump. But Nemiga are playing it quite patiently. You can see that they know something is up. S-Attack starts to aggress forward. The timing was perfect. And down to 6 HP. Jo needs to run for spawn. But Snappy's nowhere nearby to stop him doing so. So that is going to be the save over. All 5 players surviving, and Heroic don't lose a single one. Sorry, they don't lose Snappy in the end, so he keeps his armor. He didn't have armor, did he? In the CZ, without armor. He keeps the CZ. It's a very, very small positive. Look, I'm going to nitpick. I'm going to just, the tiniest detail. Maybe you could drop the CZ to Cadian. You know, he's got an op. You're not going to need it if you've got the M4 carried through. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. Cadian's not going to get a chance to use the pistol, even if he had it, as he gets just rushed down by Box. I like that blitz play. Now we're talking about a bit of outside control for Nemiga. They're starting to pick up kills everywhere. Robo gets caught out by Borup. I'm not even sure how he found that angle. But down goes Robo and Jo. Borup having a quick double. Snappy comes up behind. Where has this round gone? Nemiga had all the control. It looked like they had it in the bag. But Heroic come out on top into a 2 versus 1 where Lollipop has to pull it all back. And that just shouldn't have happened. At a complete loss. Lollipop rotates around at least to pick up the bomb. But where does he go from here? Right, you're 3-0. This is a really important round for Nemiga. If they find this, they are miles ahead. They find themselves in a super positive spot for the coming rounds. As then they're 4-0 up. Heroic are probably on another eco, or they're going to buy a couple of pistols, maybe an auto shotgun or something like that. But very low buy is the point. Utility will be dwindling. And that gives a potential 5 rounds on the board immediately for the T side. That could be so valuable. Especially starting out as the underdogs. If Heroic win this, they've then got it in the back pocket that, okay, we've got the control, I suppose. We've just lost the pistol, but other than that, it's okay. Smart move by Lollipop moving down towards B. He has just about enough time to get out there and plant the bomb. If anyone was here and he took a fight, he'd be screwed. Round to be over, but bought himself now the opportunity to maybe pull this off. Goes in through single. I don't think they would have heard it or seen it close from what we saw of them. Rotation time wouldn't have been there. Oh, I'm gonna be found by Lollipop surely, and now low HP on Borup. This could be very awkward, but he can't see him. He doesn't know if he's defusing. Well, he knows he's not defusing, actually, as the shot came through and catches it around the edge of the smoke as Borup tries to make a play. It's just not gonna happen. Although they were both low, obviously the fact that Lollipop can just wait for that defuse to be tapped, it's just such a huge issue for Borup. Despite his really nice 2K early round, that's all he's going to be finding. So the scout buy with pistols, this is what we talked about. With Nemiga winning that round, it's a very, very low buy coming through from Heroic. They want to keep their money for the buy round in the next. The pistol's up close. Kagan tries to catch it on Hutchie, but he's not landing it on the Deagle. Re-peaked. Hutchie's lucky to survive that. The bullets were just swinging past his head. But end of the day, it's all going to be okay. Now into a 2 versus 5. Shot landed by Snappy. Great headshot onto Robo. He looks for more with the Deagle out, but it's not going to land. Leaving S-Attack to try and clutch it all out. Here's a player towards outside. Headshot found. Looking for a little bit more. Player on the bomb side spotted, but Lollipop gets away with it. Crouching under the Deagle shots and landing a 5th round for Nemiga with only 2 losses. Look at their money. It's starting to skyrocket. Now Heroic need to be concerned because it is do or die for them. I agree with what's on screen. It's GGBet Bokto. Let's give you the English one. There you go. CS money, not just skins, but future success. Service. Lots of words that are gonna pop up. So 5-0, like we said, super important round. This is Heroic's do or die. If they lose this, it really starts to spiral out of control at that point. You do not want to give the T side this strong of a start. Borup playing around the smoke. He's not been spotted just yet. Stound's able to pick up one, but now he's pincered. Not a chance. But he still gets another. By taking down Robo, this... I mean, look, it's not a great situation. We needed Borup to do a little bit more around that smoke. But the flashbangs were there to keep him back. I think Stound has given him the room opportunity. That spam from S-Attack. 50 HP, taken off Lollipop. Oh, man, S-Attack's just doing it all through the smoke. Unlucky Lollipop. Gotta move out the way, bro. But Heroic locked out by the smoke now. Time's going to start to tick down. They have no kit to play with. Where do they take it? Do they want to commit to it? Well, probably. I mean, it is a 3v3, but if they lose a player, it's instantly over. They have to win. The opening duel coming out great. Flashbang. Jo hasn't been spotted, but eventually he's taken down by Snappy. Going for the bomb is going to be risky. Lollipop inside the smoke. He's coming up behind them. Despite being low HP, he comes out, but Cadian saves the day. The damage has been done to S-Attack, but he sticks the bomb. He does not run away. No Henny moves being made, and it's 5-1. Heroic have pulled off the round. They've kept themselves alive for at least a little bit longer. They can feel happy. Well, they can feel at least relieved. The issue for them, obviously, is that they're up against another buy from Nemiga, and if they lose this, if they concede a bomb plant, they'll definitely be up against another buy. That's a lot of chances for Nemiga to pull off another gun round, and considering they're already on 5. One more is all they really need for the half, and then they'll feel pretty confident moving on to the future round, or the next half. It starts out with Nemiga looking for heavy outside control, and they've been fans of this every round so far. They seem to have had pretty decent amount of presence here, whether it was rushing down, where we saw Box with the Mac-10 just straight blitzing. We're taking it a little bit slower. With the spam, again, S-Attack doing so much damage through the smokes. He knows his angles, but it gets returned onto him. He was in such a narrow little alleyway. Nade down to Jo, 13 HP, but Box is up behind. There's Stound with the kill, finishing off But eventually taken down by the op. There's Robo just peeking around, and that's the real issue for him there. He's tucked in the corner. It's a one and done, really. If they're trading correctly, and you can see Nemiga definitely are. Man disadvantage to play with. Where did Heroic come from at this point? Well, if they get aggressive on ramp a little bit more, they might be able to spot the bomb, but it isn't T-spawn. It's pretty unlikely at this point. Hutchie goes back to pick it up. You can see he's relatively confident that they haven't gotten all the way through there. I think he's being heard dropping down, though. Borup knows now they've given up control towards Mushroom. Marshmallow, even. Oh, but he makes noise. He's dead now for sure. Look right down below him. Never mind. Hutchie gets taken down, coming back in. Thought they'd try to focus the player on the outside, but evidently not. Robo, unaware. Borup gets the kill. What is going on? 10 seconds left. The bomb is planted. Oh, the timing is so bad for Cadian. That is so unlucky. He goes out to try and check the rafters, but then he's peeked by Lollipop. The second he de-scopes. So with that, obviously Nemiga are going to be able to get themselves a full by Heroic the same, but whoever wins this probably wins the second round off the bat. Well, I mean, Nemiga would have one player on low economy, so that's not entirely true, with Robo being able to drop over and potentially get an op from Lollipop. So yeah, I think, no, let's reframe what I've just said. If Heroic win this, they get a second, and then they have to fight for a third. So this is a really negative situation for them. Realistically, they need to be winning this one convincingly. If they don't walk away with, like, 3 players alive, they're going to seriously hurt for it. The smokes have left a major gap, which is a problem. It can be a slight problem. I didn't want to draw too much attention towards it. Another one goes down, so we're all good. I don't know who whiffed their smoke, otherwise we'd call them out. Cadian catches one. I think that was on the cross. Oh, no! He walks out in the open, and Robo just eliminates him. The reactions were there. From a great opening, stopping them from getting severe secret control, just leaving Jo down there alone. But Nemiga immediately turned their attention and want to focus on returning that trade, on taking out the AWP that's on the outside. S-Attack's pushed back. Now, this is Jo's opportunity to get a little bit of control. Oh, God! Headshotted by a nade. That is just cruel. Poor S-Attack. Only loses 40 HP. I feel like that should have done a lot more, in all honesty, but he gets taken down eventually, leaving Stown 1 versus 4. He picks 1. Where is he moving to at this point, though? With an M4 in hand, does he want to try save it? Well, they're not really going to buy in the next round, and Robo just deals with him immediately as he drops down the vents. 7-1. I mean, Nemiga coming in as the underdogs. They don't seem to be suffering whatsoever. This is an extremely strong start for them on the terrorist side, considering the spot that Heroic are in financially as well, unable to buy. The loss of Blame F clearly hurting them. Lollipop, excuse me, 11 for 2. That's a strong start if ever I've seen one. On the T side of Nuke. I mean, when you're 11 for 2 T side Nuke, you're having a good day. In 8 rounds as well. Drop down on outside again. That aggressive control from Nemiga, and Heroic just don't seem to be able to deal with it. This time on the pistols, it's even less likely that they get some damage done. You can see not a single kill to come through. Not even 50 damage on a player. Snappy and Borup will again just look for something with these deagles. If they can find a rifle for the next round, they will be ecstatic. But even that's beginning to look unlikely. And the fact is, they've got cash to play with. I mean, the economy isn't so much the issue. Obviously, it's given 2 rounds, I think, at this point towards Nemiga. But it's not the huge issue for them. It's just the fact that they cannot do a damn thing on outside. The best that I can recall seeing from them is Cadian finding that opening duel and then immediately being traded back. Robo's abilities on the AWP seem to be at least matching those of Cadian. And that's an issue. Nice shot by Borup. Will he find a whole lot more? Well, he's distracted them at this point. Snappy could swing open that door and find them as they walk on out. But he doesn't know that, of course. There's no way to make that read. Borup coming up on top. It shouldn't be expected. This... Oh, no. He doesn't think they've gone out. J.O.'s going to catch him off. There we go. He was just waiting out there, knowing the rifle was there, and that eventually maybe they'd go out to get it. So Snappy, I mean, he has armor to play with. That's the only positive here. He can save that, but he hasn't got head armor. It doesn't matter, because he's up against AKs. He's up against an op. You're not going to worry about head armor versus those kind of things. Maybe find one here. Robo lines up with his teammate, but you need the collide headshots, and it's just not there, unfortunately. That is another round picked up for Nemiga. The T side are off to a massively large start. Eight to 1. Let's see the replay. It was Borup walking up here, spots the head, and boop! And it stands out perfectly as well. You got that little balaclava head up against a white background. It's just too easy. Where did the heroic from a few days ago go? Well, are we talking about how many days? Are we talking heroic with Blame F? Because they've lost him. If you guys didn't know, if you're just tuning in, maybe not keeping track of what's going down in the world, it's Cadian in. Now, Cadian isn't even a full-fledged member of the lineup, at least not right now. It's unclear whether he's standing in or whether he's trialing, but Blame F is Gonski. Over to Complexity. So that's certainly causing its fair share of issues. We've seen teams kind of crumble with the likes of, I think Spirit had Coldy and Sotfik leave for, it's Mur and Magix, I think is in Spirit. There were a lot of lineup changes recently. And you can see the performance dip off afterwards. Now look, let's take a look at JO's position, because it's a man disadvantage for Nemiga. Heroic ahead for the first time in a long time, but then Stown falls. KD returns it on the AWP. He is very, very low, though. 31 health to play with. Robo coming around in the AWP has been successful in these scoped duels again and again. It's Snappy they'll be facing off against. A Snappy spot him? He has indeed. Robo not being conscious of Snappy's angle, leaving JO to 1 versus 3 this. He's got the bomb and down towards the B bomb site. From what I can see on the radar, no one is near him. So that should be a free bomb plant. It can always be hard to read the radar on Nuke. Molly goes down. It does tick S attack, but I don't think JO was close enough to hear that sound cue. And as he goes towards the ramp, clears it out, now he's going to get an iota of what's going on. Ideally, they would be coming ramp, though, so he could catch 1 or 2 off. But now it's a very... I hope he's been playing as wingman. It's a very hard position to play from. Even with the ball planted in the open for him, he finds 1, and that's his position given away. Smoke goes down. Now he has to go out to spam and finds 1 on Cadian. Now he's just conscious of... Oh! Oh, man. Okay, so they turn... Is there time? Oh, man, that was close. S-Attack just about gets it. They turned off the X-Ray as a bullet left the AK's chamber. So I just saw S-Attack disappear. And I really thought he'd gotten that on the spray down like a random headshot. Then I looked at the kill feed, realized it wasn't there. It was a confusing moment for me. But, yeah, that was hella awkward. S-Attack finding the kill at the last second. And obviously, JO made the right play. Spamming the smoke there. I mean, why would you think that he's come off it with so little time when he's got it smoked? That smoke's going to dissipate. Yeah, you have to try to get him off that bomb. Just really well played by S-Attack. Winning the round and putting a second on the board for Heroic. Now, Nemiga try to go for that aggressive outside play, but they're cut off. Being damaged up straight away leaves them into a spot. Lollipop and JO pretty low. Robo on 75. It's one of the hardest punishes they've had so far for their outside control because it has been fairly flawless until then. There's Borup onto Hutchie. Now we're in a fight. Oh, this feet spotted as well, and Lollipop is already so low. Borup getting a lot done outside. Got to be careful jumping around here. He's given a lot of angles towards box, but it's not going to be found. And Nemiga now 3 versus 4. decision time to be made. Time for decisions to be made. 50 HP on Jo. And with a little bit of outside control to play with, Box is starting to move towards the ramp. Heroic locking it down. They can just wait, bide their time. Cadian is playing... Oh, I like this, actually. So Cadian's up close with the shotgun down below. That's secret control going their way completely. All they have to do is make sure they don't come out of vents. Means they can give up control of outside Snappy. He's not watching towards the ramp, and as he comes out to check it, Box is easily dispatching with him. Again, just issues building up. Like, you're in a 2 versus 3, but an auto shotgun down towards B. If you lose these players in the site, it's all over. But Borup and Stown find it, and it's 8-3. AWP saved over as well. The auto shotgun upgraded easily, leaving it... Again, look, Heroic are behind. They need to win every single round from this point forward. I don't want to be too positive about their current position, but, I mean, Nemiga are starting to struggle a little bit. You can see that their rinse and repeat isn't working as efficiently as it has been before. The guy who went to FAMAS got the 3K. Borup has been very impressive, though. So far, he's playing really well. He had, like, the 2K towards the site. Or was it? No, it was outside. Oh, God, there he's gone. Of course, the second that you talk positively about him, he gets deleted. Box, again with the outside control. We saw him do this with a MAC-10. This time just rushes in with an AK, and you can see they were not expecting it. Great utility usage to keep the player towards heaven and hell. Keep him back so that you can see Box just rushing down towards Borup. Snappy now trying to recover a little bit of presence, but it's not going to work out too well for him. Cadian's there supporting with the AWP. Finds a second flash over to get himself out of there. Looks towards the ramp. Now, Heroic have sacrificed a lot of control. Committing 2 players towards outside to find those trades back has worked out as well as you could possibly hope for it. But the issue is they give up the control. Hutchie's now tucked up close on ramp, and Cadian holding it with an AWP as Snappy walks forward. If the timing works out for Hutchie here, if he can pass that AWP, this could be very dangerous. But Cadian spots him. I think spotted his shoulder before he walked around the corner. Stown now hears them, and they drop down towards B. This is a very quick rotate for Heroic, though. They can get down there through the ramp. Cadian with the AWP. Will he get out in time? He spots one coming up close. He knows that's probably going to be the bomb planter. But do they know Lollipop's here? No, they don't. Down goes Snappy. Cadian there with the op, but he misses the shot. Now Stown has to do something from behind. Cadian can distract, does a little bit of damage, and out comes Stown. He's being spotted, though. Not able to land the kill. It's all down to Cadian. Goes and swaps out for the M4, but it's not there. Eliminated by the headshot from Lollipop. It's 9-3. Nemiga are looking indomitable right now on their terrorist side. That outside control just keeps on going their way again and again. There's three downsides to this for Heroic. One is the fact that it's obviously your CT side, so it's looking likely that they lose this map at the moment. So being 1-0 down in the series obviously is a negative. Secondly, it's their map pick. You don't want to be losing your map pick. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good flash. Good timing on the flashbang. I thought we were going to get a quick spray down of 2 or 3 guys, but no, returns by Heroic. They start to come out on top, and even still with a man advantage. That is unprecedented. An AWP recovered, and despite Nemiga having control of the bomb, I mean, what do you do? Where do you go? You got to take it slowly. Stown goes down. You get the AWP to play with. Cadian on a deagle, and Esset tag with a 4 HP AK. It's essentially a deagle as well. Oh, he spots them but can't find the kill and jumping around. I mean, inside the smoke, all they had to do was spray. He was 1 bullet was all he could take. Cadian coming around with the deagle, doors closed, so he's got a very limited set of approaches. But only 1, really, if he's going to go for it. And with the deagle in hand, why not? Misses the shot, though. Now maybe it's worth considering saving. He's going to run towards outside and hopefully find a weapon. Made it out. But I think Hutchie's going to suspect this in a second. He's going to realize what's going on, and we should see him swing out. Oh, no. The chances of saving are gone. As he's taken down, it's 10-3. Nemiga in there with another. Yeah, so the second downside is it's their map pick, and the third downside is they're a Danish team. So, it's never ideal for Danes to lose on Nuke. making this the Danish map. So Robo trying to catch a different angle. They've gone for outside control so frequently that may well have worked. Borup contemplating dropping a flash down and bailing onto it to try and find a kill, but eventually just opts to smoke it out and make sure Nemiga don't have vision. But Box is going to come in through outside. They don't have a read on it. Oh no, I mean Robo was trying to provide cover for Box coming through outside. They smoked out, but Box still goes forward, and Heroic just were not expecting that. And this is something we got to look into. I mean, Nemiga have done this at least 3 rounds where it's been 100% spotted by Heroic, and it's been ran the same way by Box. And yet again and again, he catches them off guard. Although they trade this time, it's not 100% positive. The flick not there from Robo. As Snappy takes him down on ramp. That's Nemiga's chance of pulling back into the round for free, taken out of the equation. Now we're into just the straight-up duels. Arm spotted. Easy kill for Canadian. Canadian? The hell was that? Cadian. The Canadian Cadian. There's got to be a player called Canadian Cadian. There has to be. Canadian CS. That's what I'm going to go with him from now on. Well, Canadian did well. That's clearly not a Canadian accent. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just descending into madness. This is what happens when I don't have Dean here to comfort me, to keep me in check. Things spiral out of control. We had a quick pause there. It looks like it was a technical. But we're back rolling with the game. I mean, 10-4. You do not want to be Heroic right now. They're so far behind. Look at the ground of CT. Yeah, absolutely. They're throwing weapons around. Like madmen. Remember getting the P250 buy bind, and you just mash that and drop. And you get 16k. It's beautiful. It's raining P250s. Yeah, I mean, that's such a hard shot to hit. I'm glad we see it without the X-ray. It just really highlights how difficult it is. Cadian just backing off. Yeah, I'm surprised he's made it away 2 times without being rushed down. But for Nemiga, look, they've got a man disadvantage to work with. It's not ideal. But the fact that you have a double op setup now, that with utility in play, oh, they've actually only got 1 smoke. I just saw so many little utility signs. I figured they'd have more than 1, but they've expended quite a lot of it. 2 Molotovs to play with, so they can still execute towards A. Smoked off and squeaky, maybe wait a little bit longer. No, they're just going to walk out of the hut. Not spotted just yet, but Stan eventually takes 1 before going down. Okay, that's a positive for Nemiga. The Canadian Cadian, able to pull off 1. Lollipop coming up. He's going to be... Yeah, Cadian couldn't see him. He was in the corner of his screen, and it happens, right? You're so focused on the center of your crosshair that you just don't see this little guy just sat in the ladder. Hey, how you doing? Just pops up and takes him down. But Box is in a 1v2, so it's not all too dire of a situation. Heroic were there to trade back with Snappy on the double. Box, please. Is this going to be a knife? Is it going to be a knife? It could be a knife. Do it. Yeah. Oh, Snappy, come on, dude. Relax. There was just no need. Could have just went for the knife. I'm sad now. We had no sound for that replay, but it's okay. For every replay, I'll make the noise. Don't worry. So we have one more lower third pop-up to go down. I'll try to synchronize it with the... So, obviously, we're getting the clean feed from the Russian broadcast. So sometimes the words might not be readable, or legible, I suppose. Unless you happen to speak Russian, in which case, why are you here? There's a Russian stream, which I believe is... let me just check my... I probably shouldn't be doing this right now, but I'm doing it. I just don't care. Yeah, the Russian stream is run by a guy called Lenin. So there you go. Fair play. Much respect to my brother Lenin. Bomb plant down for Heroic. They've already made it towards the B site. This would be really positive for them if they can pick up the pistol. It could buy them their way back in. Cadian down and Borup all find kills, and look at this. It's just a firing squad walking into his execution here. Hutchie, he's being swarmed. like that scene in Indiana Jones with the fire ants. They're just all over him. It's the little Glocks as well, so it's like the pincers, you know, they're just these little bites. They don't kill you, but they hurt, and they're all over. Oh, no, I didn't synchronize it. No. Boom. Look at that. You saw nothing. Use SLTV code for extra money on your account in Hellcase. And a SLTV 15 for 15% refill bonus. There you go. That's what we were all waiting for. For Nemiga, look, they've got pistols. I don't expect them to get more than 1 kill. Realistically, Heroic coming in with 3 SMGs, I think this is the maximum you can ever really invest. I hate it when I see teams taking 4 SMGs, and if they win the round and take 5, if they win the pistol round and take 5 SMGs, it makes me very angry. There's just not enough cash to go around, right? Like, if Nemiga force buy, sure, it works, but a lot of teams, especially on the CT side, will take that eco. They'll take the pistols, group up, and try to take you down. You know, a couple weapons down off you. At which point, if you've got 5 SMGs, yes, you earn money in this round. You probably come out on top. But then in the next, if you lose even 1 player, you've got a world of hurt. Because you're going to be in a position where you've got 4 SMGs and probably an AK forced up. And it just gets really, really, really messy. If you lose that round, then the money's all over the place. No reason to spend money in this round. Well, exactly. Especially, like, we saw Heroic take the force buy round 2, but that was because it was starting out, right? They come in with confidence, thinking they're the better team, so as everyone does, I suppose. So you want to, and I understand it. Like, half 1, a lot of teams CT side force buy. Half 2, it's very situational. The place that Nemiga are in right now, they're not hungry for rounds. They don't need them. So it's fine to give 1 spare round here and there and fight for the full buys. But if you're Heroic, starting out in the pistol round, you think you're the better team, you lose the pistol, yeah, okay, let's force buy and we'll just, you know, basically pretend the pistol didn't happen. Would be nice for Jo to find 1 with the SMG there, get a little bit of extra cash, doesn't land it, and will he use the MAC-10 here? I feel like probably no. You can see the change in odds as well here in GG.bet. Nemiga were given a huge disadvantage starting it off, and at 10-7, they're just past even in their favor, which is a really big change considering we're on Nuke, a better map for Heroic. But again, you've got to take the fact that Blame F isn't here into consideration. They have very limited time practicing without him. You got to have new voices in there leading the way. So that molly didn't quite work out as planned. Molly got caught inside the smoke, which means that then the second smoke bounced, and that leaves a big gap. It's unfortunate for Heroic. A couple of cracks showing there in their execute, but we saw the same from Nemiga. It's nothing to be crying about. As Jo is taken down, Box at least manages to return 1. And the fact that you've got a MAC-10 in play, this could be winnable for Nemiga. Time is not on their side right now, though. You can see they evidently just want to go for the save. And they'll successfully save these weapons over as well. Let me take a quick look at the HLTV scoreboard. I think it should be live with us. 10-8. Yes, it is. Or it's like the tiniest bit behind. They save all their rifles there, right? They had the pistol on Jo and Lollipop. I'm hallucinating. No, they have the full buy. Now they have pistols on them. So in terms of opening duels right now, Box is actually 7 for 2, and you can see that the fact that he was going towards outside so frequently really gave him that huge advantage when it came to duels. And it more so really highlights the fact that Heroic just weren't able to deal with it. 7 out of 9 opening duels that he went for, he won. And if you remember, there weren't many trades back either. Box takes one and then immediately dropped. Lollipop goes out with a CZ, drops the bomb. Rotation's going to be called out. He hasn't picked up the rifle, though. It's a little bit of an issue. His teammate's rifle's obviously being shot back, and as he's looking around for it, he gets taken down. Nice position by Hutchie. Snappy found another before he went down, though. J.O. being deleted. It still leaves down in a 1v2, but it's slightly more winnable. As he inches forward, AK in hand. Bomb dropped in the open. Oh, he's peeked on the left and not a chance. He was looking more towards outside. That's going to cost him his life. Pew pew pew. Hutchie coming around. Oh, bang, bang, bang. There it is. Easy. Scoped in as well. I didn't do the scope sound. I'll get better. I'm not used to having a be in-game sound. I'd like to point out that we've got 4 Kriegs and an AWP in play right now. Heroic are going for the full scope setup on the terrorist side, while Nemiga have got 2 AUGs alongside their AWP, and I love that Krieg skin. The bulldozer is beautiful. But I think the best Krieg skin is whatever one I have. I'll find it in the intermission. It's red, has like fire on it. It's beautiful. Or lava, I guess. Anyways, enough about skins. Let's take a look at what Heroic are doing. They're trying for some outside control, but much, much slower than before. Going for a different set of smokes that don't require the molly this time, as they'll be taking outside control. Robo not able to spot anyone just yet. Ah, the timing on that spam from Box. Lands it perfectly on the Snappy, putting him down to 50. The Heroic group up in secret, and the push towards the bomb site is going to really test J.O. He hears them. They're going up towards observation. He knows that. Shots ringing out. He's tempted to go forward. Not going to be doing it just yet as Robo picks up one. J.O. still lurking around, still waiting for something to happen. Doors get open. That's an invitation for him to walk on through, and he goes in, but Stown wins the fight somehow. AWP on Robo again delivers. He's been so impressive with this op. Oh no, the timing just a second off. Nade through, shouldn't land a kill. The Stown's already dropped all the way down. Essetang on 4 HP survives. And Nemiga now again, they've got to consider a save. Heroic are buying themselves back into this. They will still aggress forward. If they lose a player, it's almost definitely going to be the save called. They're just looking for a duel to go their way. Time is starting to tick away. Nade goes down, no kill, despite 2 players being so down low. Shots from Stown. He doesn't find the kill. Okay, they can rush in and try to go for it if they want to. It looks like they do. Cadian lurking around with the AWP. Robo comes in. He's spotted and taken down. Nice shot by Cadian. And that's going to leave the round unwinnable for poor old Lollipop. He's getting out of there, but Cadian catches the shot as he jumps away and survives in observation, carrying the AWP forward and getting another round for Heroic. 9-11. Nuke T-sided, question mark. This is not a best of 1, just so you know. It is a best of 3. We've got Nuke, which is Heroic's map pick. Then we're into Inferno. And then Dust number 2. So, in terms of general Nuke statistics, when we look at these teams, we see an average of 9.5 rounds being won out by Heroic when they start on the CT side. And we're not talking about against terrible teams. We're talking about Wendigo and Forza. But when you look at Nemiga, their CT side is far less impressive. Winning out of 7 times that they've played a full CT half that they've started there. They've won an average of 6 CT rounds. That is staggeringly low, and considering the place that they started at and the fact that they're up against Heroic, that could mean that this map doesn't go their way. It has always been their terrorist side that was slightly more favorable, and the fact that they won the pistol round you can start to make some excuses for Heroic, perhaps. And what I didn't mention, of course, is that Heroic have quite a good T-side, averaging 8 rounds across the 3 matches they started there. Even 11 4-ring big, taking 7 rounds off Smash and 6 away from Trick, the fellow Danish team. This is, of course, all with Blame F, so issues are afoot. Box coming up behind. He's got the position, and he lands 2. Good night and sweet dreams to Heroic's win streak. Their T-side is being torn apart by Nemiga on the pistols, no less. I'm more worried about the stats because I didn't think they had it in them so far. Pistol rounds have done, or, well, weak buy rounds have done very, very little damage. But here's where it changes. Now Stown has to pull off a 1v5, an ace clutch, and it's just not going to happen. The AWP retrieved by Box was more than enough to shut the round down, and it puts us on a 12th for Nemiga, finally pulling a round out of the bag. But now it's about proving they can do it consistently when it comes down to full buys. And this is 100% going to be the deagle coming up behind, isn't it? What? What do you mean? Box on the flank with the double D? We're not talking about that? All right. Okay. I'm out. That was beautiful. And again, just feeds into the fact that Box has been playing so well. When it comes towards the terror side, obviously he was the one getting super aggressive towards outside, winning, as we said, 7 out of 9 of his opening duels. Let's see where he's at now in terms of openings. Just checking it live on HLTV, the advanced scoreboard. We can see he's still 7 out of 9. 4 rounds where he's had 2 or more kills, and I think he's got to be the most pivotal player for Nemiga right now. Lollipop obviously has been doing well, but a lot of it was early round. You remember he was 11 for 2 at one point. His chance now to prove that he's got what it takes, but he gets taken down immediately. They've split all the way out. Stown is very low, but he's up against the AWP. That's the best fight for him, really. Robo trying to peek in, catches the angle on the wall bang onto Stown, who is so low. Only goes through. Jo not going to land anyone, not going to bait them into pushing through the smoke as the bomb rotates to the B site and gets planted. Did Nemiga know it's down there? I don't know if they will have heard it. It looks like they've got that idea as Hutchie falls, though. Oh, Borup turns his back, gets shot, and eliminated. Okay, this is winnable now. Nemiga start to move down. Heroic are still only... I mean, they're not even near the bomb site yet. Snappy's the closest player. Cadian's coming around through the site, going down through vents. Gotta be conscious of their flank. Cadian coming around behind them. He jumps down, makes a little bit of noise. All he's gonna do is stop them from defusing that bomb, and they're not even on it. Too easy. Cadian, oh, he's actually going to catch them exiting as well. Lands 1 kill, does enough damage to Robo that he dies to the bomb. And although Cadian falls afterwards, it just doesn't matter. That's 12 to 10. Happy to win the round with the bomb plant. And it's starting to really hurt. I mean, the odds at the moment, swinging... I mean, if you remember at halftime, at 10-7, Nemiga were actually less favored than they are now at 12-10. They're more favored right now. I'm not sure I entirely agree with that. I feel like Heroic are more consistently the better team in these rounds. There's definitely a lot of work being done to recover this from the Danes. Nemiga had such a strong start, but again, it's all about Nuke being not a great map for them when it comes to the CT side. I mean, we spoke a little bit about how they tend to perform when it comes to CT, like average of 8 rounds on T, average of 6 on CT. Versus Spirit, Blue Jays, Trick, Tavu, Unique, Tricked, and Diffuse Kids. Robo lands himself an opening. There's Snappy going down. It's a good start, but you've still got a lot of players that are having some damn good games to worry about. One less. Astound gets eliminated. Cadian falls immediately, and that has just not gone well for Heroic. Nemiga with the top tier setup. Now those odds are starting to look a little bit better. Lollipop holding down. Oh, he's just... Oh, they haven't spotted him going out. S-Attack with a double. I thought they'd seen him come around the corner, but it didn't look like it. Anyways, it works out afterwards. Leaving it into a 2 versus 3, and Heroic again behind, especially with Borup's HP being so low. Starting to move in towards the vents. And they just straight rush up towards... Hey, nice trade going down. I like that they didn't leave Borup for a second. Because he was low HP. He knew he was just going out to bait so that S-Attack could find the kill and maybe the bomb plant. It's a smart decision. Can S-Attack get the ace? He comes out with another. There's Robo down. Looking for a full 5k and a round 1 for Heroic. Clutched back from what was a horrendous starting spot. But he has no idea. Absolutely no clue where JO's coming from. Has he been spotted as he went around there? He was crouching. JO might have seen him. S-Attack's starting to get curious. Starting to wonder about Squeaky. Oh, he comes out and S-Attack finds him. An ace on the board. What in the world is that round from Heroic? I just don't understand how they pull that back. They lose 3 players off the bat. An op pick, and then they run into Ram to try and seize control, but nope. They get completely shut down by a crossfire. S-Attack finds a double. They drop down to B. He makes the call. You go up first, Borup. I'm going to trade you. Gets the bomb plant, takes Robo, and then just hides in position for JO. That was just... At every single opportunity, that was played perfectly. I actually don't think S-Attack could have done a single thing better. Beautiful. Oh no! Oh no! She's behind him! He's got a knife! Is he gonna go? I thought he was gonna get a double knife kill. Borup ends up coming on top of the engagement, eliminating Box afterwards. I've never seen a 2-man knife. That would have just been amazing. It's a good way to start the round. He did 180 damage in just the shortest space of time. Why would you knife him? For money. As you can see, the economy isn't great for Nemiga, and now Hutchie's got 3,700 plus loss bonus in the next round. Makes a lot of sense. Get that little bit of extra cash. Plus the USP, if he tries to take that fight with the USP, he's not going to do a whole lot. Like, he's going to dink them from behind a couple of times. It's hard to do. And then 2 players spin around and immediately, you know, start going to town on him. I think knife was probably his best possible option, plus guaranteed money. So, like, it also probably gives them an AWP next round. Oh, Robo's up close. With the damage that's already done to Borb, and what they've just managed to do to KD, and Lollipop's giving away his position. Never mind. I was going to say they could win this round just by stopping the bomb plant, but it's not going to happen. 12-12. Now look at Hudgy. He can buy an AWP, drop that over, and that's exactly what's going down. Robo's got an op to work with now. This is huge for Nemiga. You recall Robo found the opening in the previous round. The previous buy round anyways, with the AWP. I don't think he's positive for opening duels, though. I feel like he's been trading back and forth again and again. Let me double check what's going on here. Robo is 1 for 0 in opening duels. Yeah, so although he hasn't got a huge amount, he has been trading whenever they've lost a lot of them. You recall towards outside, for example, the round where Cadian found himself the opening at back red. Robo instantly hopped up and took Cadian out. And that's really an opening for the T side. Like, if you're putting it into a 4v4, it's going to favor the terrorist side 9 times out of 10. So with their 4 Kriegs, they've been a big fan of this on the heroic side. Katie, and obviously in the last iteration of this, having the AWP, but this time a little bit hungry for cash when he got the Mackie. I'd love some Mackies right now. Good quarter pounder. It's all about chicken nuggets with sweet chili sauce, isn't it? Box around the smoke waiting for them to push on through, waiting for it to fade. He's got the angle now, but Stound's more conscious of it. Lands himself the kill, puts it into a 4 versus 5. Uchi up top isn't going to get to do anything here because the smoke goes down. That gives away the fact that they're going to B, but there's not a whole lot that can really be done. Cadian gets a bomb plant. Jo smoked out. That means he's watching towards this angle. I don't think smoking that was the play. You're basically ensuring that if there's someone on ramp that they're going to look at Stound. Like 100%. You smoke left side, they're going to look right. Anyways, they go for the Borp. Robo and Jo just got destroyed. Borp with a couple of taps. That's easy pickings. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They've lost an AWP and another rifle. Just because of that. Heroic now know where they're saving. They're going down to hunt them. The flash wasn't very well timed, but that one's a little bit better. Peek out from Cadian. Nice flash returned. Kill found, and that's going to be it. Round over. 2 weapons saved for Nemiga. It could have been a lot better, and Heroic back in the lead from what looked like they were 10-4 down at one point. Maybe even 10-3. I'm struggling to believe what's going on for Heroic right now. The comeback on the terrorist side has been surreal. Door open, and good night. Katie needs to get out of there, though. He has got no support. If they push ramp, he's dead. If they push through main, he's dead. He stuck around for a long time. But the smoke down, it's a good play. It shows maybe they're going down towards secret. The only issue is that they are going down towards secret, so it kind of feeds information to the CTs that you don't want them having. Oh, Lollipop didn't like his teammate for a second. But it's okay. Nobody got killed. Lollipop just waiting down here. They know they're not going to through ramp, but even that information isn't going to help them a whole lot. As Stound and Snappy find both kills, and that's going to be a bomb plant for Heroic. Nemiga with 1 rifle in play on Hudgy. Robo having himself a little bit of armor. He's going to be the one hunting down, looking for kills. Deagle on outside. He's in a fight versus Cadian, but Cadian glocks him to death. Now Hutchie trying to save over. No, get the scoreboard off. Let's go. There we go. They're about to peek into him. Double peeking. They line up, and he almost gets to 8 HP left on Stound. But it's 14-12. It's not the worst situation in the world for Heroic, you could say. Look at that T-side win rate. Like, look at that. It's ridiculous. 2 rounds won by Nemiga. One was a pistol. A pistol buy where they cut them off down in secret. The other was a buy round. And since then, they've just not been able to do anything. If you were to put money on it, you would not bet that they would struggle the most when it came to the CT side. Not after that first Robo takes 2 to finish off Bora, but eventually the job's done. Lollipop Molotov's off the roof, drops down for 1. It's better than he could have gotten, in all fairness. Hutchie and Box in with more, and it's all on to Cadian. This round is starting to look a little bit better, and it seems like Nemiga pick these rounds up. Whenever Heroic are kind of caught off guard, they don't quite know what's going on. They play the faster round, they run into multiple crossfires, and that's where things just spiral out of control. Again, the full scopes come out for the T side. It's going to be a scout on Cadian. Scoot. Scoot. Rogue are going to move towards the ramp. There's no one there from Nemiga right now. Oh, there is. Jo tucked in the corner. I didn't see him, the sneaky boy. Look at that double. They didn't see him either. No, position working out very well. I thought he was over on the A site. But, hell, you see exactly why he took that spot. Robo finds another, and that's just worked out so well for them. They can back off. Nemiga don't need to be worried right now. Oh, no. Box is taken down. Shot in the back. That allows a bomb plant to come through. No one's there to deny it. There's one player towards secret, but as they go to drop down and reinforce, But now they know there's just one player on the site. I would be surprised if the ramp guy doesn't just rush on down. Oh no! Hutchie's head is taken off. That is unfortunate. A 1 versus 2 now as Robo has to try to clutch it out. He wasn't there to support his teammate, didn't come out through the doors, didn't do anything. Snappy's just up on top. He knows what's happening. He's down. Down with the tactics. An AWP retrieve. That's going to Katie, and then this is going to be potentially a 16th round for Heroic as Nemiga come in. It's their last chance buy. They've not got a lot of cash to throw at this on some players. Lollipop gets himself an AUG. I think it's dropped over to him. It has to be dropped over to him. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, he bought just Kevlar and an AUG. He had just about enough cash. Okay, I didn't see he had the Kevlar at first. Nice shot by Robo. There's Stown taken down. It's a good start for Nemiga. They've put up a huge fight, but considering the first half, and this is their opponent's map pick, I really thought that they would be walking away with this. I didn't think we had a chance of seeing such a close-knit scoreline. But Heroic have fought tooth and nail, even without Blame F here. They're adjusting quite well. Getting up a good performance. J.O. lights up Snappy and S-Attack. And this leaves Heroic with... look, they've got ramp control, but it has been costly. Molotov will stop anybody peeking down towards that ramp and give it a little bit of control towards the terror side. But where are they looking to take it? Now remember, if they lose this one now, it's going to leave them fighting for the 30th round. They go all the way. Considering they've lost so much health on these players, it's looking kind of likely. The man disadvantage as well. Giving up the ramp control that they fought so hard for. And 40 seconds on the clock. A play has to be made. We look towards Borup to make that happen. He snuck out through heaven. Or through outside, rather. Into heaven. Box. Oh, the timing. It's so bad, but Borup makes it through. He finds one. I'm really surprised he didn't walk forward to land more. The trigger discipline just wasn't there. That's going to cost him the round, really. Cadian finds one. Lit up in the process. What's going on? Why is Robo jumping through that smoke? 14 seconds. Bomb's going to B. They're rotating down fast. 10 on the board. They're going to make it in time. No one's there to stop them. I don't want to say it, but Robo messed up there. I don't know why he goes through that smoke. There is no need. They're not planting the bomb. There's so little time. That's a case of, oh, it's over. I'm going to get a flashy play. But if you miss your shot, this is what happens. 1v1 for the map, and Snappy runs out of ammo. I don't believe it. 15 HP and Box pulls it off. Defuse to be found. Massive mistakes made by Nemiga there, but they just about clutch out the round. $15 to 14. Nemiga come in with an auto shotgun on Hutchie. Everybody else has the rifles to play with. Heroic in a kind of similar boat. Like a Lil and a Deagle coming out with a severe lack of utility. Oh, Hutchie takes down Borup. The aggression works out perfectly. Borup down. Man, disadvantage to play with. I mean, they're able to retrieve that Krieg at least. So Stown doesn't have to play with the Deeg. It's a small upside. So far, whenever Heroic have played these buy rounds slowly, has been where Nemiga have crumbled. But in the previous, they started to overcome that obstacle. Nice shot by Stown. There's Lollipop gone. Hutchie's got a big play to make. He finds one. Looking for a little bit more. Just dancing around, distracting them, making sure there's not a whole lot they can do, but they pincer him. He finds another. A 3K. J.O. comes out, and it's a 1v1. Snappy trying to pull it off with the Krieg. Drops down towards the B-bomb side. He's got the bomb with him, and he's going to just run out and get that planted. Box trying to clutch it. This is the one player you'd want in this situation, realistically. Box has been an animal so far. Oh, no, it's not being checked. Snappy looks away to close the door, and Box closes the half on Heroic, putting it 15 to 15, bringing us into an overtime. This has been one hell of a messy match, but it's had some good plays. Yeah, you got to admit that. Not sure what the system is here. Sometimes there's a semi-lengthy pause between halves when we jump into overtime. Sometimes there's not. Heroic coming in as heavy favorites to win it, apparently, as they're now warmed up. And we do know that generally their CT side is better than what they displayed for us. So we can look with a little bit of confidence. But Nemiga have been impressive. And look at the tight-knit scoreline that they've got. Presenting a unified front. It's Robo that's having the worst performance. And yes, he's calmed down a little bit when they moved over to the CT side. But overall, his terrorist side opping was so important to all the rounds that they won that I would not even call him out as having a bad game. He made some mistakes, sure, in the last couple of rounds, but other than that, we're all Gucci. This is my first game of this tournament, so again, I don't really know what the protocols are when we go to an overtime. Well, we're going into a replay anyways. I think this is from a while back. That's from a long time ago. Just a couple of frags. I guess they're setting it up on the server. That would be my assumption. I feel bad there's no noise. I was so sad Snappy didn't go for the knife. It wouldn't have made sense. It was the last round of the half, right? So it would have been really stupid for him to go for the knife. But it would have been nice. I would have liked to see it. That's why I'm sad. There we go. They've set up the OT on the server. Evidently, they were expecting quick 2-0. We're all ready to rumble. Full Krieg's coming out for Heroic. They don't want to go with an AWP. That's going to indicate a much faster strategy from them. And already blitzing towards outside, trying Nemiga's strategy on them. And it works out. S-Attack takes down Hutchie. We switch to him, and instantly he's dead. The curse of the Observer. Box starts to move around. He hasn't been spotted just yet, but they haven't cleared this position, but they're not being conscious of it. Box could get a huge play. He realizes what's going on. Trigger Discipline not quite there. Finds one, but there was no one else around, so it's okay. They're starting to creep down towards the B bomb site, and the flank from Stown, he's just making sure no one rotates in to find some kills. The issue is, I presume, Nemiga have a player down there. I can't see who it is, but there's definitely someone. Is it Jo? I think Jo's been playing down. I've just seen Robo start to rotate in with the AWP as well. Stown is getting aggressive on the A side, trying to find an angle, but his teammates are pushing. I don't really understand this approach. Maybe it's just me, but they're going for the B site. Stown's up on A. He gets taken down on a 1v1. Cadian starts to rotate up from B. They've already lost one. Obviously, Robo down on the B bomb site, so he wants to go with his teammate, but his teammate's dead. And he comes up. Lollipop's ready for it. I don't know. It was a really hectic 3v5. 3v4 even. Smokes on the outside. Cadian peeking above them with the AWP. This isn't going to be expected. But he's not able to land a kill on the back of it, unfortunately. Flash goes over and Robo just bails on back. Posts up on a different angle. And for Nemiga, with a round under their control on the CT side, I mean, we know their terrorist side has been convincing. So they do not... Heroic do not want to give over another round. Really. This has to be a 2-to-1 half for them. Or I'm feeling Nemiga as favorites. Smoke's coming in towards outside. We're missing a smoke. There we go. Eventually the other smoke goes down. Crossover isn't going to net a kill. It's going to be a 2-to-1 half. 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 2- Oh, deeper Molotov going in. Stown stands inside it, but he's taken out immediately as he finds the kill. That's a little bit awkward, and the mollies are going to keep them back on the heroic side. 1-for-1 trades, though, do spread that CT side a little bit more thinly. A brave sacrifice. Like we said, Nemiga have started to look a little bit better when it came to the buy rounds on the CT side. Gotta be conscious. You gotta be a little bit worried about this. I like Robo's hold. That's a really solid position to be playing from. All the way back. He's nice and safe. Finds one with the AWP as Lollipop and Hudgy come through with some more. This is falling apart. Lollipop on the side again with a really strong hold. Brings him up to 27 kills. Lollipop, definitely the one that's standing out in front. Again, though, you can see Robo, despite not being a massive fragger on the AWP, it's all about map control. He's making them worried and often countering Katie and making sure that he hasn't got the room that he needs to make those plays happen. A slower round, but it starts out with Stown picking up one on the AWP. There's a second as well. What is going on from Stown's perspective? The triple op setup that's come out on the heroic side, it's working. That's all you can say. It is working somehow, and Snappy picks up one on the Cree. Is it going to be the op to finish it off? No, it's Borup on the Cree. Landing a 16th. And that is a 2-1 scoreline on the half. A triple op setup, not one you see deployed too often, and although it didn't have too much impact in the round, Stown taking the double opening certainly helped the situation. It's one of the luxuries of overtime. Even if you lose 2 rounds in a row, you can still pull out that triple op. AWP on Cadian to start us off. And of course, actually this time Robo not taking the op. He's on the AK instead. Giving up the scoped fight. It's interesting to see. Molotov goes down here by Stown. He's making a play around the smoke. Trying to catch an angle onto them. And as Hutchie comes around it, he's going to be taken down. Now it comes down to the T side trying to pull it back, but they're not able to do so as Robo's eliminated. They don't want to aggress. They don't want to go through that smoke as they've lost 2 players already. They can't afford to let this get out of hand. Snappy tapping away. He needs to fall back here though. Molotov goes down. He's sticking around a little bit. He has got support. That's the one upside to this situation. Cadian around there with the AWP is happy to help him if they do start to push on down. Set up on A. You've got Acid Tag in towards the vents with Borup helping him out. This will be Borup taking contact. Acid Tag swinging to take them all down in the process. That should be the round win. Stown picks up one. Acid Tag's ready to swing. There it is. Found already. And Cadian, who'd gotten back up to heaven, lands the final with the AWP. Good setup by Heroic. Good patience, and it works out for them. 2 more needed. It's 1st to 19 in this overtime. It's a hard one to call. At the moment, though, we're starting to see a step up in performance from Cadian on the AWP. He's come out with 28 kills. An ADR of 80 across this very lengthy game. And as we move into it now, Robo's taking that AWP. He's going to look to take the fight early on as well. Going towards outside. We've seen him fight around these smokes before. Cadian on the AWP is not quite watching it, but he walks into his sightlines and takes him down. Beautifully played by Cadian. The reaction time was there to pull it across the line. And AWP lost. Well, it's picked up by Jo, but they've lost Robo. Jo decides eventually he doesn't want that op. Too much responsibility. Cadian's still lurking around. He's still waiting for something to happen. AVP in hand. Snappy holding on the stairs. Oh, he starts to walk forward. This could be a huge mistake. Nemiga are all here. All 4 players stacked up, ready to push around. Smoke comes in. There's the flashbang. Oh, and he finds 1, 2, and even the damage onto Hutchie to almost find the 3rd. Smoke was just dropped back. They were a little bit too concerned about how things were going. Lollipop in with one more, but he's got a 1v3 to win out. Gonna watch out behind board in defense. He just swings out and takes the headshot. Easily handled, 18-17. One more round needed for Heroic to take it over the line. From a team that were down 10-4 on their CT side. Actually, 10-3 on their CT side at one point. And they've come all the way back into it, winning out a staggeringly large amount of rounds on the T side. Obviously 10. And then, maneuvering into overtime. They're having a good showing. Can they take it across the line? Snappy's got an auto sniper. Tag! Oh no! He gets two. Hiding around the smoke. Goes out for a third. This man is hungry. He's already had an ace in the game. This time, it's only the hat trick. But it's going to be more than enough. Nemiga at a huge disadvantage. Lollipop and J.O. left alive. J.O. picks up one. This could be the recovery. Cadian coming around on the AWP finds one. He's being spammed at. Is he going to find the kill? Oh, he's got the support in. It's the auto sniper from Snappy. That's what takes it across the line here and finishes off the game. That is going to be it for map number 1. Borup has an Inferno pin. Thank you for showing us that, Observer. I appreciate it. And oh, I see what he's doing there. The next map is going to be Inferno. I like that. And this is me. I'm saying words definitely on time. Don't worry about it. It's all good. No, that's Lennon. He's covering the Russian stream. Shout out to the boys over on the Starladder Russian stream. For now, though, we're going to take a quick break. We'll catch you guys back here in just a little bit for map number 2. Don't go anywhere, and I'll see you soon.